So I'm about to show you exactly how I make $1,200 a day online. There's no BS, no complicated stuff, just what works. And trust me, you can copy this too. So let me get straight to the point. I'm 22 years old at the moment, and I'm making more money than most people with decades of experience. But here's the thing, I'm not special or super smart. I just found a simple system that works and I stuck with it. First things first, I only sell digital products. Why? Because physical products are a nightmare. Think about it. With physical products, you need inventory, shipping, dealing with returns. It's exhausting. And after all that headache, you're making what? 5 to 20% profit? That's nothing. If you sell physical products and make $10,000, you're only keeping $500 to $2,000 in profit because of costs like manufacturing, shipping, storage, and returns. That's just 5 to 20% of what you make. But with digital products like courses, consulting, or software, you almost keep everything, around 95% profit, because there are no production or shipping costs. What this means is that for the same $10,000 in sales, you could pocket over $9,500 instead of barely scraping by. Digital products changed everything for me. I create something once, and I can sell it 1,000 times without any extra work. No shipping costs, no inventory, no hassle, just pure profit. We're talking 70 to 95% margins here. That's the difference between making a few bucks and making $1,200 a day. Now, unfortunately, there are some things we're not allowed to share on YouTube, which is why to help you, I've recorded a free training to show you how I went from zero to over $1,200 a day with 95% profit margins. The link is in the description and I highly suggest you check it out when you're done with this video. You can also book a free call with me or my team, and together we'll come up with a game plan for you to get to 5 to 10K per month as quickly as possible. But be quick, because we literally get hundreds of applications per month, so we don't have enough spots for everyone. Now here's the best part. I don't spend a dime on advertising. Seriously, my content is my advertising. Every video, every post, every piece of content I put out is bringing me new clients while I sleep. Look, the biggest problem that 99% of businesses make under $1 million a year, it's not that their products suck. It's that nobody even knows that they exist. Think about it. You could have the best product in the world, but if no one knows about it, you're making $0. That's where content comes in. Every single day I'm putting myself out there. Some videos flop, sure, but some videos catch fire and suddenly thousands of people know who I am and what I have to offer. It's kind of like having a sales team that works 24/7 without getting paid. The third thing I do, and this is crucial, I only solve painful problems. Not just any kind of problems, painful problems, the kind that keeps people up at night. So let me break it down for you. There are 3 problems that will always make money: helping people to make more money, helping people find love, and helping people lose weight. For example, you could help businesses to increase their revenue by getting more leads or getting more exposure. You could help people to lose weight, or you could help people to find the love of their life. These are problems people are desperate to solve and will happily pay for. So I chose to help businesses to make more money. Why? Because when you help someone to make more money, they don't mind giving you some of it. It's simple math for them. For example, if they pay me $2,000, but I help them to make $10,000, that's an $8,000 profit. Who wouldn't take that deal? Now, you don't want to jump straight to asking for money or pitching your service. That's what amateurs do. Instead, you want to offer free consultation calls, and there's no pressure and no sales tactics. It's just a simple conversation to see if we're genuinely a good fit to work together. So these calls do 2 things. First, they build trust. People get to see you actually know what you're talking about. And second, they filter out people who aren't serious. I only want to work with people who are ready to take action. So during that call, you're not actually selling anything at first. You're just trying to understand their problem and see if you can actually help them. So if I can't help someone, I tell them straight up. But if I can, I explain how it works, how it could help them, and then I might even make them an offer. But to be honest with you, none of this happened overnight. And this is where most people mess up. They try something for a week or 2, don't see results, and give up. That's not how this works. I had to remove all distractions and go all in on my business. That meant no partying every weekend, no binge watching Netflix for hours every day, no wasting time on stuff that wasn't getting me closer to my goals. If I hadn't made those sacrifices, I would have never been able to make upwards of $1,200 a day in my early 20s. I know you want the fancy car, the nice house, the ability to take care of your family. I get it. That's what I wanted to. But you can't have those things unless you put in the work. You need to lock yourself in a room and focus. Let me keep it real with you for a second. This journey isn't easy. I can't even tell you how many nights I felt completely alone. I would stay up late, grinding away, wondering if any of my efforts would ever pay off. I would watch friends or people I knew posting about their fun weekends on social media while I was working on my business, and that was tough. But I'll never forget the day I showed my mom my bank account. I made her monthly salary in a single day. And I remember just the look of pride on her face made every lonely night, every sacrifice worth it. That moment right there, that was priceless. Here's the truth that nobody wants to hear. If you're willing to sacrifice just a few years of your life, you can live the rest of it like a king. But most people aren't willing to make that trade. They want the results without the sacrifice. Let's be honest, we all do. But that's exactly why most people don't succeed. So let me sum this up for you. You want to sell digital products with high profit margins, not physical products. If you do, you're just asking for headaches and tiny profits. Then you want to use content as your advertising. Get yourself out there every single day. Remember, the problem isn't your product. It's that not enough people know that you exist. And then you want to solve painful problems that people are desperate to fix. If you can help someone make more money, find love, or improve their health, you will never struggle to find customers. Then, offer free consultation calls to build trust and filter out time wasters. Don't pressure people. Just show them you know what you're talking about. And you've got to remove all distractions and go all in. This might mean sacrificing a few years of fun, but it's worth it for a lifetime of freedom. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Building a successful business takes real work. There's no magic button, no get-rich-quick scheme, but if you follow a proven step-by-step process consistently, it works. And at this point, success only becomes a matter of time. I've seen too many people jumping from one shiny object to another, never giving anything enough time to work. Don't be that person. Pick a lane, commit to it, and keep pushing, even when it gets hard. In fact, I would even dare say, especially when it gets hard, because that is when most people quit. And that is your opportunity to pull ahead. Now, unfortunately, there are some things we're not allowed to share on YouTube, which is why to help you, I've recorded a free training to show you how I went from zero to over $1,200 a day with 95% profit margins. The link is in the description, and I highly suggest you check it out when you're done with this video. You can also book a free call with me or my team, and together, we'll come up with a game plan for you to get to 5 to 10K per month as quickly as possible. But be quick, because we literally get hundreds of applications per month, so we don't have enough spots for everyone. Making over $1,200 a day didn't happen for me overnight. It took consistent effort. It took me years to get to this point. But now, that money comes in whether I work that day or not. That's the power of having systems, processes that work for you. So ask yourself, are you willing to make that sacrifice? Are you ready to go all in? Because if you are, and if you follow a step-by-step blueprint that actually works, there's nothing stopping you from copying my success. The choice is yours. You can keep doing what you're doing and get the same results you've been getting, which is literally the definition of insanity. That's what Einstein said himself. Or you can try something different and potentially change your life forever. I've shown you the exact steps with no fluff, no BS, only what works. The rest is up to you.